down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover, already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On third down, here's Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the delay, here's Harris. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other. Now Pickett on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Allen hit. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Pickett sets up play action. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Back to throw. Pickett keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Boswell's kick is good. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So we'll see the onside kick here right out of the 2-minute warning. And the Bills are going to recover. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for the Steelers touchdown. Part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for their team to come downfield and put some points on the board. But job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
A hell of a game, bro. Hold on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance.
You still got a chance, though. You got Josh Allen.
They need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
You said what?
Right about that, because if we look at it in macro,
Oh, okay.
that's what it looks like. But I think it might.
Hold on.
The head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want with football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 3 yards remain for second down. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I never win toss. Oh. Win and go home.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
What's that? Hold on. I don't know if I want to play for...
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Harris on the draw. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Off play action. Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes open and scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now in 2nd and 12. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the draw, it's Harris. 7 big yards on the carry there to get.
What'd you say?
3rd down upcoming. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you say if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end
This
zone.
has been a hellified comeback.
And I know the defensive guys.
Good game. GG's, bro. GG's. I know you did. I know you did. Hey, I had to make you pay.
Team finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it, I would call it old school a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring.
What'd you say, bro?
Not there. They ran it in.
I didn't know it either. I guess they changed the overtime rule. I ain't know when they did that. Oh yeah, they did. They did do that. Yeah, they did do that. Yeah. 13 seconds. That's tough.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to air one out. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Yes, sir. GG's, bro.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is